it's Olivia from Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this super simple chevron stitch. It's so easy to do. If you're new to crochet, I think this would be an excellent blanket pattern for you to use. Really simple. You get to use a few little techniques that look complicated but are actually really simple. And wow, doesn't that just look effective? I love this, and I was doing this earlier and just thought, my goodness, why have I not made anything in this stitch before? And now my head is whirring with all the things that I want to make with it now. So I hope you feel the same way too. I've used these lovely bright colours. Some may say clashing, I say fun. Okay, so I hope they're not burning your retinas out too much. And you know, put your sunglasses on. Okay, so let's get on and show you how to do this great stitch. Okay, so to start off this stitch, this pattern, what you'll need is a chain that is a multiple of 14 plus 3. So I have got 28 plus 3, so that's 31 stitches here. 31 chains, sorry, I always say that, don't I? 31 chains, and yeah, so that's what you need. I'm just using a double knit yarn here with a 4mm hook. Okay, so into the 4th chain from the hook, so that's 1, 2, 3, that one there, we're going to do a treble. So I'm British and I use British terminology, so I know that's a treble, but you may know that as a double. So I'm just going to do my treble there, and yeah, I'll put links up here and down below to a video explaining the differences if you're not familiar with the name difference, but basically the same stitch. Okay, so we're just going to do one more treble into that same chain there. And that's our first part done. So now we're going to do one treble into the next 3 chains. Nice and simple. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's our first bit, our next bit done. So now we're into the next 3 chains. We're going to do 3 trebles together. Okay, so if you've never done this before, I've got a video dedicated to that, or I explain that more in depth, but I'm going to show you here. So you start off the treble, so put the yarn over the hook, put it into the stitch, grab the yarn and pull it up through, pull the yarn through the first 2 loops, and then you stop. Normally you put the yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops, but we're just going to stop here. We're going to start working the next treble into the next chain along. Same thing, work it and then stop when you've got that, pulled the loop through the first 2 loops, and you stop. So now you'd have 3 loops on your hook, and then one more time, yarn over into the chain, grab the yarn, pull it up through, grab the yarn, put it through the first 2 loops on the hook. So now you should have 4 loops on your hook. So that's the 1, 2, 3 trebles that we've started but not finished, and then the loop from that last treble that we finished on this side here. Now you're going to grab the yarn and pull it through all 4 loops like that. Okay. You're going to do that again across the next 3 stitches. So start off the treble and don't finish it. Start off the treble and don't finish it. And one more time, start off the treble and don't finish it. Okay, so when you've got the 4 loops on your hook, grab the yarn, pull it all through all 4 loops. That wasn't easy to say. And what that does is that gives you that first sort of valley part there. If I just get the one that I've already done, for making this valley here, and that's called a peak. Valleys and peaks. Okay. So now we're going to do one treble into the next 3 stitches. So nice and simple, just as we normally would do. So there's 1 treble, 2, and 3. Okay. So we've got that nice V shape there. On that first row, it's never very prominent, the shape. So if yours still looks a bit straight, don't worry, because once you start doing the next rows, it becomes more defined. So don't panic. Okay. So what we're going to do into the next 2 stitches, we're going to do 3 trebles into the next 2 stitches. So the first one along, we're going to just start doing 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 more into the next one along. Okay, so now we've made a peak there, so we've got going up and then going down and up. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 trebles across, so 1 treble into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as we did over here, we're going to do that again. So we're going to do 3 trebles together. So that's across the next 3 stitches. So 1 treble, finish. You start and don't finish. And 2nd treble, you start but don't finish. And your 3rd treble that you start and don't finish. And when you've got your 4 loops on the hook, grab the yarn and pull it all through 4 loops. And then we're going to do that again. 1, start but don't finish. 2, start but don't finish. 3, start and then finish them all off in one go. And then brings that up nicely. Okay, then you should have 4 chains left, she says, hopefully. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, excellent. So here we're going to do 1 treble into the next 3 chains. If you didn't have 4, if you had more, say 6, for example, and you were doing a very long blanket, whatever you do, you don't have to start again, alright? I've got a video linked on having to deal with that tail end if you've got a few more chains left over, okay? So, you know, don't panic if you haven't got quite the right number. And 1 more, because we've done 1, 2, 3. Right, so in that last chain there, we're going to do 3 trebles into that 1 chain. That chain is the very first one we did, and it's right by the knot, and it's always a little bit fiddly. So use the point of your hook to get in there and make that space. You know, I find that fiddly. I've been crocheting for a long time. Everybody finds it fiddly. So if you're new to crochet, don't stress. And if you can try and keep that first chain that you make a little bit loose, then all the better for you at the end. But I never remembered to do that, so don't worry if you didn't. Okay, so I'm just going to take the hook out there. And actually I'm going to fasten off the yarn because I'm going to do the next row in a different colour so you get to see how it looks. And there you go. So you should have like a very wibbly wobbly W. Okay, if you're just using this number of stitches, that is. And I'm just going to get on and now I'm going to show you how to do the second row, but it's essentially exactly the same as what you've just done, but I'm going to show you anyway. So with my new colour yarn, I'm just going to put I've attached it to my hook with a slip knot, and I'm just going to do a simple slip stitch there just to attach that on, and I'm doing that so that the tail end is on the right hand side. So again, if you were not changing colour and just continuing in the same colour, then obviously you wouldn't need to do that. You would just chain 3 and turn your work around, but here I've attached the colour and now I'm going to chain 3, and yeah, I mean it does look great, I think, with the different colours, but you know, if you're using a variegated yarn you wouldn't need to do that. You're going to do a treble and then another treble, so you've got 3 trebles in the same stitch there. I'll just show you that. Okay, and then you're going to do 1 treble into the next 3 stitches along. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do exactly as we did before. We're going to do 3 trebles together. So that's 3 trebles together across the next 3 trebles. So there's 1. So start and don't finish. second one you start and don't finish, and third one that you start and don't finish. Okay, got your 4 loops on your hook, grab the yarn, put it all through 4 loops. And again we're going to do the same thing again, 3 trebles together across the next 3 trebles. And I think you're getting the idea here. It is exactly the same as the previous row, which is why this is such a simple chevron pattern to do. Okay, so you can see now that that V shape is more prominent now than it is on this side, because if I just let go, it's coming up more. And the more rows you do, the better it will be, the better shape it will take on. Okay, so 1 treble into the next 3 trebles along. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, right, here, as we did before, we're going to do 3 trebles into the next stitch.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Get a bit more yarn there, and again 3 trebles into the next stitch along. 1, 2, 3, and then you do your 1 treble into the next 3 stitches along. 1,
2, 3,
and then 1 treble, 3 trebles together across the next 3. Like so, and again 3 trebles together across the next 3. 1,
2, 3.
Grab more yarn, then grab some more yarn and then pull it through, and then we've got
1, 2, 3.
Single trebles, and then into that last stitch there, which is actually 3 chains from the previous round, into that 3rd chain we're just going to do 3 trebles, and that is it. That is all you do. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again for each row. I'm just going to fasten that off like that, and you just keep going exactly the same way. If I just get my sample piece with all the nice ends sewn in, you can see how simple that is. You don't do anything different, you just keep going, and I love it. I think it's great. Imagine this in a rainbow colour, or that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? And if you just sort of did or different shades of blue or pink, all sorts of different colours. And again, if you did it in the variegated yarn, you wouldn't need to finish off, you wouldn't need to change colours at the end of each row. And I think it just makes a fantastic looking crochet item. So there we go, the nice simple crochet chevron stitch, really easy. And if you are a beginner and really think this is something that you could easily do, it isn't difficult, and yes, definitely think that this is a beginner's kind of project, and I think it'd give you good satisfaction at the end. I think the pom-pom trim would actually look quite good on this. It's a video I've done, and I will link that up here and in the description box down below. And just click on show more, and there'll be loads of links down there to show you more videos basically to help you. If you have any questions, please do put them in the comments box down below, and I will do my best to answer your question as best as possible. If you haven't already, why not hit that subscribe button down below and give me a thumbs up? I would love it if you did that. And yeah, this is the end of the video, and I'll say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!